Hello, sweetie. Come on in. You looking for some snacks today? Great. We have some great choices that we just got in from NatureBox. And you're a repeat customer, correct? Yes, I thought I recognized you. It's been a little while, though. Well, I'm so glad you're back. How did everything go with your last snacks? Oh, good. Yes, that's one of my favorites, too. We have an interesting group of snacks in today, and I'm actually doing this batch as a beauty box. Yeah, so that's kind of fun. I think it's the spring in the air. Everyone wants kind of a spring makeover. So I am offering those magical elements. And of course, if there's anything that you want me to give you from the last box, any of the magic you want me to add instead. But it's kind of fun to try out the new things. Okay, so you've gotten an update already on the ones. Oh, did you order them online? Isn't that nice? Yes, and then we can send them right out to you. I add the magic here. Oh, that's right. You know what? I remember doing that box for you. I didn't realize I didn't connect the name with the face. Oh, I'm so glad you liked them all so much. Well, good. Okay, well, let me show you the new ones. So, the first ones I have are the dark chocolate almonds. I love these. If you like almond M&Ms or peanut M&Ms. Yeah, these are really delicious. And let me read you a little bit about what this is. Everyone needs that go-to comfort snack when you're up to your neck in deadlines at work, miles behind in household chores, and your email inbox just keeps filling up. Take a deep breath, take a break, and take a handful of these Chocotastic almonds. Crunchy, hearty, and coated in dark chocolate. You'll be able to relax in no time. So I have not added any magic to these yet, so you don't have to worry because I want to make sure that you like them all. So, take one of those. I adore dark chocolate. And honestly, these are very decadent, right? You can have a fourth of a cup, so that's a good amount. It's a good handful or two. It's 160 calories, which is a lot of calories, but if you consider a piece of chocolate cake or a piece of pie, it's nothing. So if you had one handful, it'd probably be around 100 calories, which is not too bad for a dessert. And it is just almonds, chocolate liqueur, sugar, cocoa butter, soy lecithin, and natural vanilla. So there's nothing, I mean, there's sugar, yes, you expect there to be some sugar in chocolate or else you wouldn't be able to really eat it. But it's really not bad. Did you like them? Okay. So I've done a little play on these because I like to have mine with wine as well usually, and those two combinations are not the best for your teeth, so I've actually added some magic to whiten your teeth. So a few of these every day, and you'll actually slowly over time, it's not going to be like pop, they're brighter, but if you would only have to have one or two at night, and while you sleep, it'll lighten up about a shade, and it's not going to go to where it's glowing bright, but it'll bring it back to really kind of Hollywood white. So if you don't like it quite that bright, stop before you get there. So that's one option. That's kind of a fun one. Oh, now these are fun too. So these are our golden apple tea biscuits. It says it's time for a break as you finish up your to-do list for the day. Just before you think about your dinner plans, snag a couple of these bite-sized golden apple treats, and they'll go with just about any drink. But you may like them best with a cup of freshly brewed chamomile tea. So these are about 150 calories for 12 cookies. And they're little cookies. Go ahead, take one. And that one. Are they good? Okay, so you know you want these. What I've been adding to these, which is just kind of fun, is a change of your eye color. So I see you have brown eyes, so if you wanted to, and I know it's hard, I think it's hard for brown eyes to do like colored contacts or anything, but it's not a problem. So whatever color you tell me you would like. And we can do kind of crazy colors, but I don't like to do, I mean, we can do kind of a gray or a violet or something that's a little bit different, but I don't like to go too crazy with red or anything like that, just because it may get people questioning, since they don't really make contacts that people wear that much that are that color. And again, we never want to draw attention to the magic that we're using. We want to keep it pretty natural and keep it things that muggles can do as well, so it doesn't cause too much questioning. Okay, so you know you want these. Do you know what eye color you want? I think that would look beautiful on you, like a bright, bright green with your coloring. That would be nice. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, just okay, so that one's all set for you, so I'll put that aside. And this next one, let's see, that's a nice one. These are their Granny Smith apples. Have you ever tried, you've had some of the dried fruit from there. So this was the first dried fruit that I tried from them, and I was like, I'll try and be a good girl and get their dried fruit. It's the best dried fruit I've ever had, so here you go. I have one too. And let me read you about this. Most kids tend to be picky eaters, especially your little one. Next time you pack the lunchbox, nix the usual trail mix or soda crackers and add a handful of these dried apples to a snack bag. Bonus points for adding a few tablespoons of nut butter to a reusable container along with a handwritten note. So you can have 10 rings, 10 full rings, and they're 100 calories. And there's actually 3 grams of protein. I don't think of apples as having protein, but the only ingredient in this is apples. So what I've been adding to this one is hair curling or straightening, depending on what you want. I used the curl this morning. Yeah, it works really nice. So if you would like the hair curling added, we can do that. Because you don't straighten, right? No, okay, your hair's naturally straight. So this is nice. It'll look really natural. It won't look permy. It's really nice, like if you have a teenage girl, you don't want them to really do, you don't want them to do a perm, because you don't want it permanent. And if you don't want to let them know about the magic, you can like take a curling iron, have them eat this while you're doing it. Take the curling iron and it'll just look like the curling iron, but you know, it's fine if you tell your daughter that it's magic too. I mean, as long as you feel comfortable with that. I know some people don't. Yeah, the nature box is really nice. You know, you can get them without any magic as well. You can get them through us, or you can get them through Nature Box directly. And I actually have some free trials. So, if you want one, if you want a free trial, just let me know, and I'll tell you the code that you need. Yeah, that's fine. I think I can invite as many people as I want. So the next two are the most important. And I would say to get these regardless, get the magic, even if you want to add it to something else. That's why I didn't add the magic to these other two yet. Because the first one is these dark chocolate pretzel pops. I love dark chocolate, so I'm trying out all the new dark chocolate. And it says, you've had an early dinner, so you feel the evening snack attacks start to set in. Grab a handful or two of this sweet and slightly savory snack. Rich, dark chocolate flavor combines with the salty crunch of pretzels for the ultimate treat. So, let's have you try one of these. And the magic that I like to add to these is self-confidence. Because as we all know, the beauty doesn't really matter unless you want to just be viewed from afar as, oh, isn't she beautiful? But nobody comes and talks to you. Being self-confident is much more appealing than even most exterior beauty. Again, if you've got a few extra pounds, most people don't care unless you care, and it makes you really self-conscious. So, I like to add self-confidence to these. And then the final are these blueberry Greek yogurt pretzels. I love the pretzels. And these are good for kids too. And here, try one of those. And what the magic I like to add to this, and again, I recommend that you get these two, at least the magic of them, in whatever pairing you want, even if you don't get any of the others. So this will up your interest level so that when other people are talking, you find what they're saying very interesting and are able to ask them questions about it. Because again, the most beautiful person in the world, if they can't hold a conversation, is not going to be that appealing. So, and one of the most appealing things to people is you finding them interesting. So, it's just nice, especially at parties where you might be you might feel some trepidation, have a hard time talking. All right. Those are my favorites. I could eat those all day long. So, self-consciousness, that's what I was looking for. You feel a little self-conscious. So, what do you think about the magic on those two? Did you want the self-confidence? Okay. Before I presume too much, would you like the self-confidence and the interest? Okay, good. Since I already made the other for you. Again, I really highly recommend getting those two without even the rest of the makeover. Do you want them in these two? Okay, so you want the blueberry Greek yogurt pretzels with the interest level, okay? And you want the Granny Smith apples with the self-confidence. And then you can give it to your kids. Brilliant. I love it. And did you want the hair curling or the teeth whitening? Not right now? That's fine. I mean, honestly, in terms of a beauty box, I would recommend the self-confidence and the interest regardless. But I think the eye color will be a bit of a fun thing to try. And if down the road you decide you want to try either of the other two, you know how to order them online. Or if you think of something else, we try not to do weight loss that much. We do get a lot of requests for it. And sometimes I will do something healthy that has a small amount of weight loss in it. I don't want... The problem with weight loss magic is I don't want you to become addicted to it. So, if you've not changed your eating habits and you're taking the weight loss magic, the minute you stop the weight loss magic, you will gain the weight again, which is really dangerous. Yo-yo dieting like that is more dangerous than even just being heavy. So, there's also the women's studies major in me who really doesn't want to reinforce this need to be skinny. Now, if someone is really struggling with their weight, if I know that they are working with a nutritionist, working with their doctor, they are really working to bring their weight down, and they've like hit a plateau, they've been losing weight and they've hit a plateau and they need just a little bit of boost to get them through, I will give them a small amount of something in a healthy, like the apple crisps. But again, it's just sort of to give you a little bit of that self-confidence to keep working on your own healthy way of losing weight. And it's not going to help you lose tons and tons of weight. The magic that I add usually helps you to lose about half a pound to a pound a week, which is what's healthy, no matter how much you eat of it. I work that into the magic. So yes, if somebody has a wedding coming up or there's some special occasion, I will break the rules for it. But again, I don't want them to become addicted to it. And I don't want them to come to me every time they have some sort of special event, because it doesn't solve the problem if weight is really a problem. Okay? Yeah. Alright, so save that for a special occasion, if you do really have a special occasion where you really need it. Although, you don't need it. You may feel you do, to fit back into that size 2, but you don't need it. You're absolutely beautiful and stunning, and you look like a real person. Not to say that people who are very thin are not. They do, but then that's their natural weight usually. So okay, enough of my little tirade. All right, I'm going to add the interest into the Greek yogurt. Okay. So there's that. And then we're doing the apples, right? Okay. And so you have the self-confidence right in there. That's a nice one to give to your kids. Again, I'm sure you've learned with these that it's not something you want to use as a standard. that the only way your kids feel confident is to have the snack. But every once in a while, giving them a little bit of a boost so that they get used to it is nice. It is one of the reasons why I know we renewed the snacks that you requested, but it was because you had gone the requisite amount of time. Yes, we usually go about 2 months in between repeating the same magic. Again, we don't want it to become something that you can't live without. So if you do fall in love with something and you want to give it as a gift, we will renew the magic for you. And we'll do it on special occasions, and we'll only do it for regulars. But what we usually do is we'll ship it directly to the person that you're gifting. And it also depends on the kind of magic. If it's something relatively harmless, like eye color, we're less strict about it. But if it's something like the weight loss or the self-confidence or some of the magic we have that influence other people, yeah. Like the interest, like, honestly, what if you start dating someone because you're taking the interest snack and then you run out and you realize that you actually have nothing in common and you're not interested at all in this person? We don't want that to happen down the road. So with one bag of the interest, it's not going to start a relationship for you, and it might help that little bit of awkwardness in the beginning on the first date. So we're very careful with what we do. Well, I'm so glad you came back in, and I'm so glad you like these, and I hope you really enjoy this new box, and hopefully we'll see you again either online, you can order, or we'll see you in a couple of months when we have our new shipment in. Okay. All right. So good to see you again.